Nice.
Right, so hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Career Gossip Podcast,
Hi.
episode number 29. Um, as always, we're going to have a little bit of a catch up and then we'll get right into it. Um, yeah, I hope
Yeah.
everyone's enjoying the weather. Um, hope it's
Sorry?
nice as you are enjoying the weather.
Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's great. Like the summer, the start of the summer couldn't have been better. Like weather-wise and
Yeah,
temperature-wise, it's really nice. Went on a like midnight long midnight walk the other day because it was still like really warm out.
yeah.
Uh,
I've been on a few evening walks.
yeah,
Um, with with my friend. So
yeah,
yeah, it's been nice.
it's cool.
Um, even though I'm not I'm not a sunny weather person, but it's nice to get out. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh, I absolutely am. Like, I am way more than like I dress in black and look like I worship death sometimes. But I am such I love like sun, warm weather. Like the fact that I live in Sweden is kind of weird because the climate here is, to my taste, like once every fucking 12 months or so. But right now, like our summers are fucking fantastic.
yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have that same luxury in the UK.
No,
We get maybe 1 week, maybe two max of like hot sun, and then the rest of it is
yeah.
the rain or whatever the weather decides to do. But yeah,
Whenever I go to Edinburgh, like I have my best friend's sister lives there, so I visit sometimes. Uh, and whenever I go, it's like I always go in the summer because that's when I have the time to like take a week off and just fuck off to another country. And like it's always like coming from like actual summer to just going straight to autumn.
yeah,
It's like, oh, here you have rain. It was really funny when we went to the like beach, which was, let's face it, rocks. That I don't know why they called it a beach, but it was Scottish beach, I guess.
yeah,
And like, and it's like fucking overcast, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's such a nice sunny day." Like, yeah, the sun is hiding somewhere behind those clouds, I think.
yeah. That's
Like, technically, the sun still exists. I know that. I'm not arguing.
yeah. No, yeah, that's typical Scottish weather for you.
Yeah.
Like,
Other
in
than
the
that, I love
winter,
it.
yeah, you know, yeah. Apart from that, the weather has been bearable, at least for me,
Yeah.
for me anyway. Um, yeah, apart from that, it's been fairly quiet on my end,
Yeah.
surprisingly. But
On
yeah,
mine as well. I've been keeping up with the drawings. Like, this is a person getting buried alive.
oh nice.
So
Yeah,
um, and I've actually like I've started illustrating my book that I've done because I want like one picture per chapter. So that's kind of what I've been doing this week, or what I've been staying with boyfriend. This is a comic about Soggy Biscuit, if you know that uh, game.
vaguely. I remember hearing about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's when a group of people are jerking off onto a biscuit, and then the one who comes last has to eat it. And I'm
Oh yeah.
fascinated by this because I don't think it has have a. I, I'm actually going. I'm trying to get like funding to do a documentary. This is true, by the way.
Hmm.
I'm trying to get funding to do a documentary about that game. Like I want to see if I could get to the bottom of it because we have it. It's called runkbulle in Swedish, and like soggy biscuit in England, and I think limp biscuit in America. And it's like it has been born out of like different on different places pretty much at the same time, but seems to be kind of not connected to each other. So that's weirdly interesting to me, actually. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of the concept soggy biscuit. But the comic is about what if everyone after they've come on the biscuit and like they look at it and they realize we don't want to do this, except the person who loses, who gets it in his mind that he desperately needs to eat the biscuit, and then a fight breaks out
Oh, nice.
about him desperately wanting to eat their cum and them not wanting that to happen. And now that I say that out loud, maybe summer's break isn't that good for me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No.
that's what I've been doing. Also, a shit ton of drugs.
Yeah.
The huge.
Yeah. The usual, yeah. Um, what's not fun is for those of you who, suffer from um hay fever, is having the hay fever, so the pollen. So that's not
Oh
good.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
fun.
That seems like fucking suck.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I need to like. I'm getting fucking. That should be better. Like I'm sitting in sunlight. Yeah, that
yeah,
was a bit better, I think.
yeah. But yeah, I think what we'll do, I think we'll kick off with the link that you sent me. Get
Oh,
that one out of the
wonderful.
way.
Yeah,
Um,
let's
so
let's do. This is just me wanting to be a bitch. Uh, like
so
genuinely. Uh,
so um,
can are you sharing it or yeah, there we go.
yeah.
Nice.
So
I'm opening it up on my phone as we speak. Like this is and like this has been all over Twitter lately. So this is topical, isn't it?
yeah,
But this has been like all over Twitter, and that's where I found it late last night while I was like coming down from amphetamines, and I was like, it was so funny. I laughed. Like
yeah. So let
a
me,
trans guy's guide to picking up a trans girl.
yeah.
What the fuck?
So I mean, I don't know who
I just
idea this was, but obviously, like I said, I skimmed through it a bit
yeah
earlier. But yeah, this is by someone called Gabe Dunn, who
yeah
apparently wrote this article. Um, so
yeah.
yeah,
In
it,
general, I d don't like this kind of shit, but like this was especially funny because if you I can read the beginning. Picture it, you're a trans guy and you've met a stunning, charming, brilliant trans girl. First and foremost, not all of us are stunning and charming. Uh, but yeah, I would hope that the person you meet is it.
yeah,
But this is a weird because then uh, what I reacted to it is because the Gabe Dunn, the writer of it, has this in the beginning where he says, "But my goodness, trans man, how do you speak to and eventually woo the trans woman of your dreams? I'm here to help." And then he gives advice, which is some of the worst like dating advice I've ever heard in my fucking life, or just completely banal. Like
yeah,
how to start a conversation. This works if you're in public and she's a stranger, or if she's someone you've seen around you and you want to take it to a flirty place. Hell, it could even work in the case of a DM slide. Compliment her outfit. The period, the periods there really like that's what we're supposed to focus on. And like, yeah, sure, I do have great outfits, but like, come on, there was something a bit more personal than
Yeah.
that.
When, like I say, I
And you,
skimmed through
yeah,
this to get a basic idea of what you're trying to accomplish. But all
yeah.
I could imagine in my head was the film Hitch.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. This is so much. Yeah, this is pickup. This is pickup artistry.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't have that weird fucking incely um uh like Rouge V, if you know who that is. It doesn't have like that, like basically rape tactics here, but it does have weirdness. We trans guys, shouldn't it be us trans guys, by the way?
yeah.
Us trans guys has an advantage. Uh, we trans guys have an advantage over basic cis men here. We know what goes into a woman getting dressed up. A lot of the like a lot of the trans guys I know absolutely do not know what goes on into it. That's like one of the first things that made them realize they were trans. There's steps, there's trials and discards, lotions and perfumes, accessory choices, sometimes shaving and plucking, sometimes bitch fucking please. And all to sort of and all sorts of to-dos specific to someone who's thought out their gender presentation. While women lament men who call them natural beauties when they clearly had Botox and are wearing makeup, we'd never make such a mistake. What the fuck is up with this person? Like, I'm, I'm not the only one who hears how fucking insane this person sounds, right?
Oh, it's insane. Sure.
It's it's the weirdest fucking. And then it comes to, and here's where I realized that this was a fun person. Only compliment her on what she can control, what is mostly non, or what is mostly non-sexual. This person hasn't met me. No great tits, even if they are great tits. What fucking date are you on where you look at the person and just like before you've even like, I don't know, kissed? Like this is remember, this is how to start an open this is how to start a conversation. We're still on that fucking point. Who's nice tits? Who? Who opens a conversation like that? Why does he have to say it? I've been hit on a lot. I've never had that. For now, we go to beautiful eyes or nice hair or cute clothes, and then we add a specific. Your shirt matches your eyes perfectly. You must have done that on purpose. Most people with nice eyes absolutely have done that on purpose, but they'll delightfully pretend not to have. I've never done that on purpose. I have nice eyes. I don't fucking match my outfit with my eyes. How fucking weird do you think I am? I'm not a psycho. I never
Some,
got a hang of French braids when I was a girl, but yours are perfect. Did you do them? That's a weird thing. When I was a hmm,
this has the
this
added bonus of casually letting her know you're trans too.
oh
No, it
so
doesn't.
yeah
Oh,
yeah, yeah fucking also like so what you're basically saying is that you've just clocked this person as trans. You don't really know, but now you're letting them know that you're trans because you're so fucking passable. Like this is just him going around clocking trans women. That is fucking weird. Your shirt is so cool. Is it a reference to something? Oh, a D&D podcast. Which one? I always wished I'd gotten into that, but I have no idea where to start. That is such a weirdly fucking specific example.
yeah,
That has happened to him. Like that has happened to him, right? Like like
yeah,
that's fucking bizarre. And also like this is just feign interest in what she's interested in.
yeah,
Oh, you like D&D? Yeah, I've always wanted to get into those. Like I want to get into your fucking pants.
yeah. Then
I
obviously,
love
yeah. Then obviously it goes down to how to get her number. Now,
Oh yeah.
how do we move from chatting to getting her information for a date? First of all, make sure she knows you're asking for romantic reasons.
Yeah, that might help. How is this specific to trans? Still, how is this specific to fucking trans women?
Don't
Aside
know.
from the like, don't say great tits because she might be ashamed of them.
Yeah,
But even then, that goes for cis women as well.
yeah.
Like,
Sometimes,
don't go up to women and say nice tits before you have their name.
yeah. And obviously, and don't make it obvious that you're obviously looking at their tits. Make eye contact instead. That will work a lot better than
Yeah,
making it obvious.
I can't wait to get my tits so that I can go down here.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Stop
as
having
in,
respect for me as
yeah,
a person, objectify me instead.
exactly.
Uh,
Sometimes with trans people, we're so worried about being vulnerable or so unused to being hit on in a serious way, we might not communicate date intentions well or understand we're being asked out. And since
okay,
you
this is true,
hopefully,
but
yeah,
I'm sorry, this is true, but that's not because trans people aren't used to getting picked on and hit on. I'm sorry, they're freely used to getting picked on, but like
yeah,
not that they're used to getting hit on because they are like trans people fuck a lot.
yeah,
Not this person apparently,
no,
but like um, this is such a fucking backhanded compliment. Oh, I know you're not used to being asked out because you're such a fucking freak.
hmm
Like this is a weird worldview. And this is a trans person writing it as well. I
yeah,
don't fucking know. And since
and
you've hopefully dropped into the conversation that you're also trans, she won't have the anxiety of what, oh fuck me, he actually does just clock them.
mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I got caught up. I'll read back. And since you've hopefully dropped into the conversation that you're also trans, she won't have the anxiety of wondering if she has to out herself to you and risk negative results. He's He's just basically going around saying trans women look like bricks in this article.
Yeah, like Gabe, and to everyone else who would go on to read this article, don't listen to him because he clearly has an agenda writing this
Yeah,
article, and he probably had very badly written it this way. I mean, it's a
yeah,
badly written article anyway. So but I think that was done on purpose, or a badly, or he's just a bad writer.
yeah.
It's just
I,
badly
I mean,
written.
that's, I mean, this could have been like, it doesn't feel like if this was written with some kind of self-awareness that I don't read into the tone, then I retract everything. And this person is a comedic genius. I will say that. Like, if this is the joke, it's a fucking hilarious joke.
Yeah,
But I don't get the feeling that there is.
yeah. It's
Maybe
like
there's an independent queer bookstore or a trans drag show or an anarchist lecture series at the LGBT Center. If that's what you ask me out on a date on, I will fucking laugh in your face.
yeah,
I'm sorry. Uh, and like, yeah. Why not make it our entire identity that we are fucking trans? Be a normal person. Ask me out for a coffee or something, you fucking weirdo. Or a beer. I don't drink, but like, I can down a beer for a date.
yeah. It's like I try and whenever I see people offer dating advice, it's like first of
Yeah.
all, like if this works for you, great, fantastic. But you can't
Yeah.
then go on to produce a blanket statement and say, "Oh, this will work if you do this. This will work if you do that." No, everybody is different. This
Yeah.
bloke, right, seems to have no ability whatsoever to actually read the room.
Oh no, 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 no. Seems like a fucking weirdo. Like, yeah, he gives off the impression that he doesn't really not just know how to talk to trans women or women in general. Like, I get the impression he doesn't really know how to talk to people.
No,
Like that, this sounds like a really fucking awkward person.
yeah, it's like
Um,
this like where was it? Um, oh, where the fuck is it? Um, um, oh yeah. So I'd like to take you out on a date sometime, related to something you all have been looking talking about. For example, let's watch that old foreign language lesbian film you've been recommending.
oh yeah, yeah.
Like
Fucking hell.
you don't like that's not something that you should probably recommend on a first date.
No. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to I'm absolutely yeah, let's go on a date. Let's watch Blue is the Warmest Color. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm going to watch 3 hour of French fucking with you, stranger.
Yeah.
Like fucking hell. Like
Oh, and further down,
I just want to do this, and then it's just like, what's that name? What's the name? Boys Don't Cry. Let's watch this LGBT related film
yeah,
about this person getting stomped to death.
yeah. And if we go further down in the article, um,
Yeah.
it says it, or you can get more specific to her interests. You've got her socials. Do some digging. What stuff does she actually go to? Who are who are her friends? So it's also implying that you can also do a bit of stalking as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just stalk them. I would love the person who based like their dating ID on like my Twitter,
Yeah,
Twitter,
yeah,
on my Twitter activity. Oh, I want to. I'm going on a date with Max. Let's go to like the nearest gay bash and laugh at transphobes and then do a bunch of cocaine and fuck. Okay, yeah, that does sound like a fucking great date idea.
yeah. She
I
could be
heard
like,
myself. Please,
yeah,
please do base it on
yeah.
me.
She
Like,
could be a nightlife trans woman who maybe had a great run as a gay guy and who still revels in that environment. She could be an outdoorsy girl who hikes with her queer girlfriends on the weekends and loves gym selfies. She could be the more introverted type who wants to whoop your ass at video games all night. Where the fuck are you going with this? Like,
yeah,
I normally avoid going to someone's house or having someone to your house on a third date. But this is another point trans men have over cis men. I don't think they do, but okay, let's continue. It's not as likely that a woman would choose the beer over us.
I would definitely choose a bear over this person.
I think he meant to say the beer as in drink. So typo there.
Oh, no,
Or
I
cliche
think
or
it's that
whatever.
whole, I think it's that like, would you rather be with a bear or a man?
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a reference to that.
Okay.
Other than that, I would
Yeah.
agree with you, but yeah.
And maybe has
Um,
a dab of sexism to it that we're not perceived as the same level of dangerous as a cis man. But hey, it's okay to use a little societal conditioning to our advantage. Mate, seriously, why don't you like shut the fuck up?
that's really fucking not a creepy thing to say or anything, is it?
No, it's
I
not. For fuck's
we
sake.
definitely like we have maybe they have a sexist ID that we're not as dangerous as cis men, but fuck it. We're going to use that. Like that's a weird thing to say. Like it's a weird thought to have.
Yeah.
I'm kind of impressed at this person being like writing all these thoughts down and not, I don't know, realizing what the fuck he sounds like. If you do
Yeah.
go over there to play Fallout New Vegas, bring some seltzer or snack. If she comes to you, have your fridge stocked. Ask her for a drink or choice of Final Fantasy. Fuck off and check if she's vegan or gluten free. Yeah, for God's sake, vacuum up a little. This person doesn't know the stereotype that all trans women live in like filth. like not know how to clean their fucking rooms and stuff. Like, which is weird because every other stereotype he seems to fucking has a perfect fucking grip on.
Yeah, let's go down
Uh,
to where it's titled "How to Keep It Going." So
yeah,
I have been told by my cis male peers that it's now my responsibility as the man to ask for a follow-up date. Unfortunately, this seems to be true because we live in a society. Okay, uh, this seems to be true because we live in a society. Have
it's
you?
such as a Joker reference.
Uh,
Like
uh,
this is the most internet damaged fucking article
yeah.
ever.
This
Like it's
doesn't, yeah, this doesn't mean you
ugh.
have to plant the whole thing, but it is on you to say you'd like to see her again and provide at least another suggestion on where to go. Mate, like seriously, have you actually gone outside? Have you actually
Yeah,
interacted with people outside of your community? If you are
yeah. This is
indeed a trans man, because I
mm,
can't really tell if he is or not. With
yeah.
this.
Uh this is the weirdest fucking this is like just doing heterosexuality again
Yeah,
and doing like the worst version of it. Holy shit. When she was a gay guy. That was a weird one. I was never a gay guy, for example. But then maybe I know I'm not like the but I am the stereotypical tranny in so many ways. After making sure she got home okay, whether that be after the date or wink wink the next morning, I think you don't need to wait until the morning to check if she got home okay. Like if you go with her home, you know she got home okay.
yeah.
Are you saying that you're the threat? Are you saying that you are the reason that like she's okay when you leave the morning after? Like that's when you know she's okay? Like she's not
Well,
in danger anymore? That's
Well,
fucking weird.
He did suggest that apparently, according to what he wrote himself, that apparently trans men are perceived as dangerous. Apparently, according to him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And also that he absolutely does stalk them. So
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe he is a threat.
yeah,
This is such a weird fucking article.
yeah,
Every girl is different. Thank you. As you get to know how you can pull back from the generalities of both being trans and find out you're compatible beyond that, you have a foundation that puts you leaps and bounds ahead of any cis guy who's ever tried to pick her up. You've got this, my dude. Go get your girl. Trust me, any trans guy who follows this fucking article has way less of a chance with me than any cis guy who doesn't. Like, that's just me. Um, but
yeah.
yeah,
Um,
this was fun. I just needed a good old like I just needed to beat the shit out of an idiot.
yeah.
That's what I needed right now.
Game mate, Gabe. I hate to I hate to like. Let's see if we can find out. Like, see if
Yeah.
we've got. Well, here's Gabe. He's written 16 articles so far. So listen, he's trying to carve out a career for himself. I don't know how long he's
Yeah.
been writing for, but I'm gonna give him his dues. At least he's putting content out there. It might not make any fucking sense, but he's carving out
Yeah,
a
like
career for himself.
he's getting himself out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a career trans writer. Oh, so he is trans. I didn't
Yeah.
know for sure. And
Yeah.
director whose most recent Grind a Baby was selected for Frameline Festival's 2023 Voices. He's a best-selling author thrice over.
Yeah.
Okay, but Gabe, seriously, if you want some advice from me, like maybe get out more, talk to people,
Yeah. Yeah.
like because this article does not make sense. You're trying to
No.
be a hit when you're not. Like, no, if you want to try and help your community, then do articles on that. But leave the dating side thing alone because clearly not that age has anything to do with it, but you don't look as if you've had that much experience.
No,
That's just my opinion.
absolutely not. I just looked up Grinder Baby, and that seems like something I need to see. It's 5 minutes long, apparently. So I'm going to watch that sometime.
Okay, yeah,
It seemed it can either be good or it can be really fucking shit.
yeah.
And I'm
But
down for either. Like I'm weird.
yeah,
But yeah,
but
this was a
as
fun
far as
exercise. And yeah, I
yeah,
do absolutely agree. He should get out more. He should meet some people, maybe a trans woman. And
yeah,
then he can show them this article and she will run the fuck away.
yeah. Because if anything, Gabe, you don't exactly come out of this, all roses. Let's
Oh
put it that
no,
way.
no, no.
You come off a bit of come off as a bit of a stalker,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and you don't want certain people or certain groups getting a hold of this information and then trying to make your life hell. So
No,
I'd be careful
like
about it.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah, like you don't want to you don't want to do this because some cunt on a podcast might like I don't know send this article to her co-host and then they will just demolish you for I don't know 20 minutes. That's something that could happen.
yeah,
Wouldn't that suck?
yeah. And if somehow you uh listen to this, Gabe, and you like to explain to us your whole intentions, then do please get in touch. But overall, like I'd stay away from offering dating advice. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, that.
I'm gonna have
So
that. I'm gonna start like Max's dating column, and it'll be people who writes in questions, and it'll be like, "How do I get this girl interested in me?" And it'll just every answer will just be offer her cocaine and cock.
yeah,
Like that will just be the go-to answer to every single one. I will write long, long, long diatribes about nothing, and then I will end with a point. Just give her cock and cocaine. That'll be my future. Let's see. Yeah,
yeah,
I think I've expunged this or what I've expired that source
FD,
of entertainment now.
yeah,
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 thank you.
yeah.
And
Yeah. So
I'm happy to have. But let's go on. That was fun.
yeah,
Sometimes you
yeah,
just need an easy,
um,
like low-hanging fruit.
yeah, and that certainly was it. Um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, up until just now when I actually read through it properly, it's like whoever gave him permission to write that article and thought it was good, they need looking at. Like
Oh yeah,
seriously,
yeah, yeah. They need to be fucking sectioned.
like, who thought? Oh yeah, I know that's a good idea. Like offer advice. You might not have experience, but okay,
Yeah. Let's go ask sex advice from the Virgin. Yeah,
yeah,
sure. I'm sorry, like nothing wrong with being a virgin, but like
no,
I'm not going to take advice on how to fuck by from them.
no,
Like I'm not going to take cooking advice from someone who burned down a fucking kitchen.
no.
And I'm not going to take dating advice from, say, Johnny Depp
Mm-hmm. Nope.
or Kevin Spacey for that one. Uh,
Yeah,
insert person here
yeah.
at the end of that fucking joke. Yeah. So what else had we?
Right. This one is stay informed, no thanks. Right. So,
Sorry.
right, a Texas doctor charged for leaking health records of transgender kids to far-right extremists.
No, that's not good.
So Ethan Heim allegedly stole private health records of transgender kids who weren't his patients and gave their medical information to an anti-trans activist.
Oh, that's nice. I hope he fucking dies.
A Houston-based surgeon stands accused, and it's important to state that this is alleged as of right now. He hasn't been
Yeah.
formally charged with anything, so I just want to put that out there. You know,
And for the record, everything that I say is, of course, only if he is guilty.
yeah,
So now I won't have to say that every time because every
yeah,
time I say stuff like, I hope that that cunt dies, it's all about if he's guilty, of course. If he's
yeah,
not, then let him live, I guess.
yeah. He weren't under his care by stealing the medical information and handed it over to a far-right extremist who vehemently opposes transgender rights. Well, of course he would. The federal indictment, unsealed on
People don't
Monday,
really.
details Dr. Adam Himes' alleged unauthorized access and disclosure of sensitive patient information at Texas Children's Hospital. Himes, 34, completed his residency at Baylor College of Medicine and reportedly reactivated his access to the hospital's electronic records system in April 2023. He is
Yeah.
accused of illicitly obtaining patient names, treatment codes, and attending physician details, which he then shared with conservative activist Christopher Rufo. Rufo, known for his hardline stance against transgender rights, used the information to publish an expose claiming the hospital continued to provide gender-affirming care for minors, despite a public announcement to halt such services.
Yeah.
So yeah,
This is so
uh,
fucked.
yeah. The indictment alleges Haim accessed the sensitive information under false pretenses and with malicious intent, aiming to harm Texas Children's Hospital.
Good thing they malicious intent. Otherwise, I would have thought he accidentally sent that
Yeah,
information to fucking.
yeah. Haim's actions followed a 2022 opinion from Republican Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, labeling gender-affirming care for minors as a form of child abuse. Governor Greg Abbott, a Republican, subsequently directed the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services to investigate parents seeking such care for their children in response. And I think we covered that in one of our episodes. Texas
Yeah.
Children's Hospital announced it would pause all gender-affirming services for minors to comply with these directives and protect its staff and patients from potential legal consequences.
Huh.
Despite the hospital's public stance, Haim claims they secretly continued these services. Okay, according to the Department of Justice, Haim could face up to 10 years in federal prison and a $250,000 fine if convicted on all counts.
Yeah.
According to court records, Haim was released from custody on a 10,000 unsecured bond. Haim's defense team argued that he acted as a whistleblower, fulfilling his duty as a mandatory reporter of child abuse.
Fuck you.
First of all, you're not a whistleblower. Second of all, it wasn't a part of your duty. If your
Third of all,
duty,
it's not fucking child abuse.
if your duty is to protect kids, then them receiving the treatment they clearly need is
Yeah.
that reporter of child abuse. Okay. His attorney, Marcella Burke, contends that the indictment is a politically motivated attempt to silence those who stand up for vulnerable populations. Okay. Reports he
Who? Who is the vulnerable population that he's standing up for? The trans people who will fucking kill themselves for not getting the treatment. Yeah. Eat shit and die.
reports Houston Public Media. Burke insists Times' actions were driven by a moral obligation to protect children. Oh, so you mean the same moral obligation like the teacher who ruined his career?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, this isn't a moral obligation. This is you being a fucking dick.
yeah, all
Spiteful,
mate,
worthless
all
fucking cunt.
major US medical associations have endorsed gender-affirming care treatment for minors with gender dysphoria. Executive Director and founder of the Rainbow Youth Project USA, Lance Preston, told The Advocate that Times' alleged actions have had dire consequences for young people who have sought mental health support since the privacy betrayal. Um,
Yeah.
we have received countless calls where families are again not trusting mental health providers in Texas due to fear of records being released. Preston said this same fear was a big deal when Paxton was seeking to charge families with child abuse and report them to CPS. Families are asking if they can see a mental health care provider in another state. It's a problem. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
Mr. Um, Texas Doctor Fuckface Ethan Heim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Fuck him
yeah,
is
and
my
again, I want to make sure this gets pointed out. At this precise moment, it is alleged, but and this is just my opinion. I've got a funny feeling that he's probably going to be arrested at
yeah.
some
And
point.
like
But
he seems to like his defense is that he did it for a good reason, so he seems to admit to doing it.
yeah,
Like his defense seems to be like, oh, I did it, but it was because of a moral duty to be a massive piece of shit. And I don't know how you can have a moral duty to harm children, but I guess that will be his uh, thing to deal with. I don't fucking know.
yeah,
What a
but yeah,
fucking
that
idiot.
was yeah, the Texas doctor. So
Yeah.
again, if there is ever an update, I'm sure we will at some point cover that. Um, but yeah, um,
Yeah.
following on from that, um, um, also um LGBTQ stuff for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what Stonehenge is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Yeah. Yeah, I saw
that
that.
yeah, that was defaced by
Yeah.
Just Stop Oil.
Yeah. That's but it was like washable, right? I
I
think
think so, but there's also
yeah.
but there could also be further damage because of the
Yeah.
type of living organism that lives on top of it
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
could be
Ah,
damaged. So there's more
ah.
so it's far more
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah. I have no like insight on this type of shit except that I think that a lot of these things are kind of like I don't know, lame, I guess.
Yeah,
It's my weird like mean girl thing again, like stop being dorks, everyone.
yeah. This is just another example of Just Stop Oil going nuts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It is. It's fucking. It's a shit show out there,
Yeah, it is.
It's- and it's
Um,
getting shittier by the minute.
yeah, but let's continue the shit show that is America. Um,
Yeah. Oh, nice. Is it about election? Oh no, wait. Is it about another law that will eventually kill trans people?
no, this is there is another law, but we'll get to that. This is all about a wait, let me go back. Um, where is it? Share. This is all to do with a cake shop.
Oh,
Um, Colorado Supreme Court hears latest masterpiece cake shop discrimination case.
oh,
Um, the Colorado Supreme Court heard arguments Tuesday in the case of the Denver baker who refused to bake a special cake for a transgender woman celebrating her birthday and transition. Autumn Scardina, a transgender woman and attorney, filed a complaint with the Colorado Civil Rights Commission against Jack Phillips and Masterpiece Cake Shop for violating the Colorado Anti-Discrimination Act. This is really about discrimination. Scardina said
yeah.
in a statement to the Advocate, Mr. Phillips believes he should have the right to treat his LGBT customers differently, which may seem innocuous when we are dealing with cake, but it has enormous implications.
Oh, yeah.
Phillips and his bakery were victorious in a previous suit brought by the Commission after he refused to bake a special cake celebrating the wedding of two gay men. On June 26, 2017, the same day the US Supreme Court agreed to hear that case, Masterpiece Cake Shop Limited versus Colorado Civil Rights Commission, Scardina called the bakery to ask the workers there to bake her pink cake with blue frosting. They agreed at first, but then refused when Scardina said the cake was not just a birthday cake, but that the pink and blue colours were symbolic of her journey as a transgender woman.
Are we still fucking doing the fucking cake bullshit?
Apparently so. When the cake shop refused to bake the cake under this context, Scardina filed a complaint with the Colorado Civil Rights Commission alleging that Phillips had violated state law with his refusal. State officials examined the charge, eventually found in Scardina's favour, and ordered
Yeah,
Phillips to provide relief. Now, you see, now I'm just going to throw my little 2 cents into this. Now,
yeah,
I'm going to play devil's advocate for a minute.
yeah.
On the baker's side, right, it's his business. He obviously had beliefs, and we have to
Yeah,
accept that he has those beliefs.
yeah.
So if he can, devil's advocate, like, could he refuse business? Technically, yes, he could,
Yeah.
but then,
Yeah, I'm going to just like because this is why I'm uncomfortable. Like, I don't like talking about these cases because
yeah,
I am on a weird side in these cases where I
yeah,
do actually think that you have the right to refuse service to anyone if you have a
yeah,
like, and I'm like, yeah, that's fucked. I get that. I know, like, I'm trying to look, I'm trying to like not think that. I'm trying to disagree with myself and I'm trying to argue myself out of it, but I just can't. I do think that a shopkeeper does have the right to reserve, um, like reserve the rights over how who they do business with.
yeah,
And like as far as and that's like consistent with like I don't like capitalism. I fucking hate it. I think it should be gone, but like it's consistent with the system that we have today.
yeah,
I don't know. I didn't
yeah. I
and like I'm trying to change my mind on this one, but I can't. Um so yeah, I'm actually I don't like talking about these subjects because it
yeah.
makes me sound like a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, no,
But yeah, no,
I completely agree with what you're saying.
yeah.
I mean, like I say, the baker has his views, and yes, he does have the right to refuse business. However, I can also fully see the argument from the woman's perspective. It's like you're in the cake business, like you're in
Oh
the
yeah.
business to make cakes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can absolutely do it. And like I think I think it's a bad idea for him to do it, like just
Yeah,
as a business decision. But yeah, I don't know.
yeah, because
Uh, and like, yeah, I agree that his opinion is fucking shit. Of course I do. Like
yeah,
it, I'm trans myself, believe it
yeah,
or not.
but I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
yeah. So like,
This is just America doing it, being America. You
oh
know.
yeah,
But
yeah. We
anyway,
have
yeah,
these are fucking common, aren't they? Like
yeah,
this sort of like,
oh yeah. Instead, he filed a suit against the commission in federal court. The parties quickly settled, and the commission agreed to drop the charges against Phillips. Since the settlement did not address the merits of Gardina's claims, she filed a civil suit in court. She won first at trial and then on appeal. But also,
yeah,
I hate to say the freaking obvious, but just go to another cake shop.
yeah. Thank you, because
Like,
I kind of agree with that. Yeah,
we
like
can't fucking we can't sue everyone. Oh, for fuck's
yeah,
sake.
like I actually do agree. Like I'm so hardline on this that I actually do think that religious, like as long as if they're affiliated, like we have the Swedish church here in Sweden who are like they're not affiliated with the state, but they used to be, and like blah 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 blah. They are the only church in Sweden who needs to be forced to like marry gay people and stuff. Otherwise, I do believe that you have the right to refuse that as well as a religious group. Like that's how hardline I am on this one, and it's weird. It feels weird. It feels like I'm on the wrong side of this fucking argument, but that's like just because I don't know. But yeah, I agree. Just like fucking go to another cake shop. I don't know. I genuinely can't be fucked to care about someone making cakes or not. Honestly.
Yeah, and basically,
This was a
yeah,
funny. This was an unexpected turn.
yeah. And finally, because we'll then move on to something else.
Yeah.
Mr. Phillips sells pink and blue cakes, and he will create the exact same cake I requested for the customer, Scardina said. He simply will not sell it to me because I am transgender. This is not about a speech, Mr. Phillips admits that a pink cake and blue frosting does not express any message and agreed to bake my design before he found out I was trans. Phillips is
But
arguing that only the Commission and not Scardina has standing to bring a discrimination complaint against him, that the ruling
but it's
violates his constitutional rights of freedom of speech and expression.
yeah, blah 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 blah, freedom of speech, blah blah
Yeah,
blah. But I'm sorry, but like she's saying that like it doesn't symbolize anything, but it does symbolize something.
yeah,
She says that much, like that's why she ordered it. It does actually symbolize something, and it does symbolize something that he's against. Like I'm sorry, I'm not good. I'm I'm wait. Oddly enough, I'm not on the side of the trans person in this stuff.
yeah.
Sorry.
I hate to say, Miss Gardina, not that you probably will listen to us, but
Yeah,
if I was you, I would just cut your losses and go to someone else
yeah,
who will bake you a cake that you want with the colours that you want that represents
yeah,
your journey and who are not your
yeah, and like not have it baked with spite. Like spite doesn't taste good, sugar tastes good, but like he's not going to bake a fucking cake that is made of sugar. He's going to bake one of spite and shit.
no, and he's already had form by refusing to bake a cake for two gay men.
Yeah,
Like
like
clearly this baker is harming his own business because
yeah,
he can't get past his beliefs.
yeah. Like why do we keep going to this fucking cake shop?
Don't know. But anyway,
Like,
that's that.
yeah, yeah.
Right,
This was
seriously,
fun.
yeah,
This was a fun exercise. I think this was the first
yeah,
time where our views really didn't like align with the person who I thought it would. Like I did not expect to end that story in agreement with
I,
one
you
person of
know,
it.
I just think that, like, for fuck's sake, like, he's not the only cake shop in Colorado.
Yeah, I
He's
think that,
not.
yeah, yeah.
Like, just go somewhere else.
Maybe Colorado is a really, really, really like they hate sweets there. So he is actually the only cake shop in Colorado. In that
Um,
case, if that's true, then I swear I changed my mind. If that's true, if he is the only cake shop, then I get it. I don't think he is the only cake shop in Colorado.
yeah. I, I'm sorry, Miss Gardiner, but
Yeah,
go somewhere else.
yeah,
Like,
sorry.
just cut your losses. Like, he's clearly alienating like 50% of his 50% of his customer base anyway.
Yeah,
So he's only getting 50% business.
yeah, like
So
he's
let him continue to, you know, lose a lot of money. You go somewhere else. Support a local support a local business that aligns with your beliefs or whatever. Like,
yeah,
let's not start suing everyone for fuck's sake.
yeah. I don't like that. That I really don't like. But yeah,
No,
this was fun.
yeah.
Do we have any
Um,
more?
yeah, we have two. Yeah, we have two more. So,
Yeah,
let's start with this one.
yeah.
Um, wait a minute. Let me just check to make sure I haven't bookmarked the same one. No, I haven't. Good. Um, so share. So this one is Texas professors uses anti-trans slurs and called non-binary students delusional in title IX lawsuit.
Oh,
So
oh,
two,
nice.
yeah, so two professors at the University of Texas have filed a lawsuit against the Biden administration for its inclusion of transgender people in anti-discrimination policies. The U.S. Department of Education announced in April amendments of Title IX, the federal civil rights policy prohibiting sex-based discrimination and harassment, to encompass transgender and non-binary students. Schools who do not respect pupils' pronouns or force them to use restrooms that don't align with their gender identity will be in violation of the law once it goes into effect August 1st. The
Oh,
changes also protect students based on pregnancy status, including those who terminate a pregnancy or are recovering from pregnancy. It requires schools to excuse students who terminate their pregnancies time off to recover for as long as the student's physician deems medically necessary.
oh, oh. This wasn't terrible.
Yeah. Daniel A.
Uh,
Bonavac and John Hadfield filed their complaint last month, asserting that they will not respect the pronouns students who use singular they, nor will they excuse students who have elective abortions.
why are you these people so desperate to be the fucking worst?
I have no idea. They is a plural pronoun and it is ungrammatical to use a plural pronoun to refer to a single person.
No, it's not. Like they has been used literally since Shakespeare, at least.
Did these professors not realize that they use pronouns every day?
Yeah, and they use like they as a singular pronoun noun
Mis-
all the time. It's a
Mr.
fucking
Mi-
singular
yeah,
pronoun.
Mr. and Mrs. is a pronoun. Like, do they not understand that?
Yeah,
Like,
fucking idiots. Like,
um,
how the fuck are these professors?
don't know.
In what are they professors?
Don't I think it might say, I don't know. The two
Uh,
each, the two each falsely claimed in their filing, I will not violate the rules of grammar, well, you clearly have, or make a fool of myself, well, you have, to accommodate a student's delusional beliefs. Well, first of all, they're not delusional.
yeah,
You made a tit of yourself, and three, you've embarrassed yourself. So well
yeah, fucking
done.
honestly.
Singular they was first used in 1375 according to the Oxford English Dictionary and is endorsed as part of APA style.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I would love to see how these people fucking write like 11th century English.
Yeah. The professors also refer to transgender and gender non-conforming people as inverted commas, cross-dressers, and transvestites. Outdated terms often considered derogatory. The two stated they would discriminate against teaching assistants if they engaged in cross-dressing or wore drag attire while working. Excuse me.
What?
Mm.
What drag
Texas,
a tie? But
I don't even know what they meant by that. Like, what's considered drag attire?
I'm wearing like so this is a ladies suit jacket.
Yeah,
Looks fucking great, by the way. And I'm wearing like uh suit dress. I'm wearing dress pants right now and like a uh just a normal t-shirt. Am I dressing in drag right now?
no,
Like, would they consider that to be drag, or do I need to wear a skirt? Am I dressing in drag if I have a skirt? If I have a skirt on instead of these dress pants, because they are women's dress pants. Like, I don't know how these people like draw the line. Like, these are just like fucking clothes. Like,
yeah,
it's fucking weird.
yeah.
Uh,
Texas is one of 22 states that have filed a lawsuit against the Biden administration for the policy changes. The Department of Education had not commented on any pending litigation, but Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona previously explained the department's position. So let's see what he said. These regulations make it crystal clear that no one should have to abandon their educational aspirations due to discrimination, he said.
oh, good.
Um, yeah, and that was basically the end of that article. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
so two more professors are wanting to basically ruin their career, or because they have a weird
Oh.
obsession of trying to be like the European knight in his shining armor.
They
No,
want to be Jordan Pete. They want to be Jordan B. Peterson
yeah,
because he made his career off of getting fired from a university like a bitch.
yeah,
Maybe he wasn't fired. I could be remembering that wrong, but he created his career by being a little bitch. That much I know.
yeah. But yeah, so well done, Texas. Like you're going down the shitter.
Good
Um,
job. Good job.
so let me
Don't mess with Texas.
no. Um, right. So the last one um
Final one, yeah?
is final one. Yep.
Sorry, that wasn't me correcting you. That was me just saying it to myself to know where we were in the like fucking hell. I
Yeah.
sound like a dick.
Uh,
Sorry, that was just me speaking to myself.
no, you're right.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, I sometimes do that myself. So
Yeah.
just to like remember who I am.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so this
And
one
like
is
I love to have
about
discussions with myself, like angry fucking discussions as
yeah.
well. I call myself all the stuff that I call people on Twitter.
Right, this last one is anti-LGBTQ plus Texas judge rules against Biden's Title IX protections for transgender students. So it's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
Judge Reed O'Connor stepped in to block the U.S. Department of Education from protecting LGBTQ plus kids from discrimination in public schools, at least in Texas. So this is presumably why the two professors feel comfortable
Yeah.
being the total shitbags. A
Yeah.
conservative federal judge in Texas has blocked one of President Joe Biden's attempts to expand Title IX protections to include transgender students. The ruling, handed down Tuesday by U.S. District Judge Reed O'Connor, sided with Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, who argued that the administration had overstepped its authority. What? Why? Because they recognize that transgender students need protecting.
Yeah.
Okay.
That always takes,
I
right?
yeah, I don't see how you don't do that when it comes to guns. Funny that,
Yeah.
you know.
Like
But
I'm
anyway,
pro-gun and I
yeah.
agree.
The contested guidance issued in 2021 would have prohibited discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity in schools receiving federal funding. It was based on the Supreme Court's 2020 ruling in Bostock v. Clayton County that the federal law banning sex discrimination in employment also covers discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. The ruling did not address education, but the DOE interpreted it to apply the Title IX of the Education Amendments of 1972, which bans sex discrimination in education. Some courts have interpreted it in that fashion as well. The guidance also built on guidelines issued by President Barack Obama's administration in 2016. That effort has ended up getting blocked in court too.
Hmm.
O'Connor, appointed by President George W. Bush, said the Biden administration engaged in unlawful agency action taken in excess of their authority. Okay, and failed
Okay.
to follow proper notice and comment procedures. He argued that allowing the guidance to stand would effectively rewrite Title IX. It wouldn't rewrite it, you fucking dummy.
No, you
It's just an extension.
fucking idiot.
That's all it is. It's an extension.
Yeah.
Not rewriting it,
Yeah.
you fucking dumbo. Anyway, a move he deemed beyond the administration's power. He declined, however, to issue a nationwide injunction blocking the guidance. His action applies only to Texas.
Yeah, I fucking hope so.
Uh, Paxton, an anti-LGBTQ plus Republican, praised the decision, claiming it prevents what he described as an extremist agenda from taking hold. Joe Biden's unlawful effort to weaponize Title IX for his extremist agenda has been stopped in its tracks, he said in a statement, threatening to withhold education funding by forcing states to accept transgender policies that put women in danger was plainly illegal. Texas had prevailed on behalf of the entire nation.
Oh
Ken,
yeah.
like, what drugs are you on? Seriously, what have you been taking?
Yeah, please may I have some?
Like, not to make light of it, but for fuck's sake,
Yeah, absolutely fucking delusional. Holy shit.
extremist
Uh
agenda. Like, normally, it's just that Joe, right, because he's actually a decent human being, despite what many people think of him, And we
Yeah,
could all disagree, and we can all disagree with how with his motivation, with his you know um politics and all of that. But he
yeah,
recognises that trans people need protecting, they need
yeah,
education, right? So it's not a rewriting of Tata IX. It's just an extension.
yeah, absolutely.
Like it's just oh
Like,
oh we should include this into the title. It's an amendment. I mean, for fuck's sake, you Americans always all love a good amendment to laws.
yeah,
Like that's all it is. Like
yeah, yeah, this is your jam. Be happy.
yeah, yeah. So Texas had prevailed on behalf of the entire nation. No, it hasn't. In 2022, a federal judge in Tennessee had blocked the guidance from being enforced in 20 other states that sued. But the injunction he used is on hold while the Biden administration appeals. In a separate action in April of this year, the Education Department issued a final ruling requiring schools to respect trans and non-binary students' pronouns and allow them access to the restrooms of their choice. It is set to
Oh, how
take effect.
horrible.
Yeah, it is set to take effect in August 1st, but it is already being challenged in court by Republican attorneys general in about 20 states. The administration has
Right.
also been working on separate regulations regarding the eligibility of transgender athletes, which have yet to be finalized.
Yeah,
This ruling is part of a broader pattern of conservative legal challenges against the Biden administration's efforts to protect LGBTQ plus rights in 2022. O'Connor ruled that requiring insurance companies to cover HIV, pre-exposure prophylaxis violated religious freedoms, with the plaintiffs arguing that such coverage encourages so-called homosexual behavior. This decision sparked outrage among LGBTQ plus advocates and legal experts, who warned that it jeopardizes access to essential preventative healthcare services. The Department of Health and Human Services responded to that ruling by reaffirming its commitment to ensuring access to healthcare free from discrimination. Mm.
yeah,
On O'Connor's decision, the Education Department issued a statement saying it stands by the guidance that every student deserves the right to feel safe in school.
good.
And that's that. So, yeah, so basically you've got a group of old men,
Yeah,
Republican, three babies.
who would have
So
known?
yeah. So one can only imagine that as the weeks go by, things are going to ramp up even more. So that's going to be fun. So
Yeah,
expect to hear me and Max probably get irate
would we?
at some yeah at some points throughout. Um
Yeah,
yeah, it's like
I've been drawing this while we've been talking.
yeah,
I'm really shit at drawing. But that's what I've been doing. I find this is really good for my ADHD. Like I can focus way better if I keep drawing. So just to let anyone know, if I'm looking down, it's that I'm looking at something that I'm drawing. Because it helps me listen.
yeah. Normally if I'm listening to another podcast, I normally do
Yeah,
the same. But yeah,
yeah. Anyway, yeah, I should probably go look at my boyfriend
yeah.
now.
Um.
Yeah.
So yeah, in terms of what may happen, in the coming weeks. We don't know, but I
Yeah,
will obviously keep looking, see if I can
yeah,
find any more
and I'll
information.
keep you updated. I'm staying at my boyfriend this week. I'm going back to my best friend's aunt later, and I'll keep you posted on my living situation so that
Yeah,
you
like I said,
know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. I mean, like I say, if you need to take a week, if you need to skip a week, then we can by all
yeah,
means do that without a problem. Um,
yeah.
speaking of,
I'll try to get to know before like Wednesday every week if I can manage to do the
yeah.
Thursday episode, do
Um,
the Thursday recording. Uh,
speaking of, um, wait, no, wrong way. On the uh on the 4th of July, um, I may have to skip that one,
yeah,
but I could,
of course. Oh,
but obviously depending on your living situation by then,
yeah,
I could do like I could do the Sunday, but
yeah,
I'll let you know. But yeah, that will be it
yeah,
from us until next time. But obviously, do follow us on social media for
yeah,
updates. Um, thank you for the support on YouTube. Um, we've
yeah.
had another 3 followers on there,
Oh,
so
cool.
we appreciate that. We've had a few dickheads leave comments, which I responded to.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
Like I see it because like when I do the highlight reels, I download the video from YouTube because that's quicker.
yeah,
That's the quickest way.
yeah,
And yeah, I've seen the dickheads in the comments, and I'm just like, oh, if this was Twitter, I would get involved, but I'm not going to do that because I can't be fucked to do it on YouTube as
yeah.
well. Like I need,
Yeah, it's like, I'm not, and I'm not gonna turn off comments because
yeah, no,
because it's pointless. Like, I'm just gonna let
let
them.
them try. We're not going to. It's not like we care.
No, no, no. No.
Yeah,
If I,
like they're not going to make me fucking cry.
no, even though they probably think that, but it's not. It's
Oh
fine.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
But
like
yeah, so yeah,
they also think I don't fuck, so I don't know.
yeah, be do make sure to follow us on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, subscribe, hit the notification bell, so you can be updated. If you use Twitter, then you can find me and Max on there. You can follow the Queer Gossip on there as well.
Yeah,
I will be setting up another link to try and put everything in one place, so it's a
yeah,
lot easier.
cool.
But yeah. If you don't have another episode next week, then you'll know why.
Yeah,
Unless you haven't followed us. But yeah, that would be it. I hope you enjoyed
yeah,
the rest of your weekend.
yeah. Same.
Um, and yeah, we will hopefully see you very soon. So bye guys.
Yeah.
Right,
Bye.
right,
Yeah.
let me, yes,